Episode 14. If you didn't listen to us last week because we weren't here, we're back. I'm here anyway. I don't know who I'm saying. I don't know who this is.
Kieran's evil
a
twin
new
boy.
co-host. Coolio is no longer in the building, man. We gotta talk about the trim, man. It's mad because we talk about barbers, and when did we speak about barbers? It wasn't that long ago. What happened, man? Why the change? You didn't want to locks up. You don't want to do.
Do you know what it was? It was bare effort. I liked it, and I think it looked good when it was fresh. But it was fine. It was finding the time to do it, and yeah, it's hot in the summer, man. Like when you go for runs and stuff.
I was gonna say, man, because like obviously I've had hair for how long, so do you know what I mean? For me, I can't. This is the times where I'm kind of grateful that I haven't got it, because even though like today, for instance, it's not like mad hot, it's still humid. So, and last night was hot. Last night felt like I was in Jamaica, 3 p.m. barbecues running. It was
stifling,
that hot.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I couldn't breathe. So I was like, thank God I haven't got hair, because I can only imagine what it must be like. The barber must have loved you when you walked in. Did he send you to the shop?
So obviously, because it's been almost 4 years since I had a trim, so it's all changed because of COVID. So you have to book. So I tried to go one time.
What, like walk in?
And he was like, "Nah." Just like, well, it wasn't open, and then I think I texted and he was like, "Yeah, you need to book." I was like, "Oh, okay." So
that's better though. Don't you think that's better to like have, so you know when you get there that it's your thing. Like you ain't got to sit there and wait for 3-4 hours. You know that when you get there, that's you.
Say that, but yeah, I mean, generally speaking, it is. For me, it was, but I just when I text, because it's just brief and it's like, at that time, this is the thing that you want, etc. So I just texted and said, "Oh yeah, it's been a while." But I don't think he clocked what I meant, because it was getting into like dialogue, and I could see he was getting a bit might have been getting like just a bit like, "Oh, you can just tell me what you want," kind of thing. So when I turned up, he was like, "Oh, you should have said, man, it's gonna take an hour."
But you must be used to that.
Yeah, you know what it is? He had someone booked in afterwards, so which is fair enough, but it's not. I think obviously before, when I used to just rock up, it takes as long as it takes, innit? Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, no, he was calm. Obviously, shout out Ujima, because obviously they trim some serious people in it, and yeah, man, he did me nice. So yeah, it felt weird. It felt that a couple times I caught myself in the mirror. I didn't recognize myself, like you know what I mean. Like it just because also as well. I was saying this to someone the other day. This is the first time I've had short hair when I've been doing this Teams thing. So I haven't really ever been in a situation where I can see myself.
Yeah.
So
it's mad.
Yeah, it's weird, but yeah, look at that. I regret it a little bit. Should have kept the hair.
Swear.
It was nice. It was. I was sending you a picture. It was long. Like it was.
No,
it was
mad
long. Yeah. I reckon probably about 25 centimeters. It was quite long. Yeah.
But the maintenance of like now, the maintenance is a lot easier. You can just go to the barbers, get a quick trim, and then you're done. Whereas, do you know what I mean? You're having to constantly make sure that you're redoing your hair and da.
Yeah.
So the maintenance will be easier.
It would take I mean, I don't know about other people, but it would take me about 5 or 6 hours to take it out.
That's like, long,
and wash it.
That's a day.
Yeah, and
it's
then
a full day,
and then another like 4.5 hours getting it done.
Yeah,
it wasn't bad, but it was just when the time
that's
came
a full
to do
day, man. It's a full day.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, but no, it's just easy now. Just run in, get a little trim. It's like 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes to wash it, put the conditioner in, and all of that. So yeah, man.
Man's gone for the easy life. Easy life, yeah. I see what you're doing here, but you know we gotta talk about the submarine, innit? We gotta talk about this because, for context, I was gonna say unless you've been living under a rock, but you can't even if you're under the rock, you must have heard about this. But for context, 5, I'm gonna call them billionaires because I think they must be billionaires, multi-millionaires, whatever they are. decide that they want to go and see the remains of the Titanic on a submarine that didn't look very
sturdy,
didn't look robust, didn't look like it was built to go that far down in the sea. And they went missing. When did they go missing? Was it like Sunday or Monday or something like that?
Father's Day, wasn't it? I think, isn't that the idea? Did it? Was it for Father's Day?
Okay.
Or
So
maybe,
there you go. So they go missing. Then I go online. There's a countdown Twitter account that's showing, and they're doing it on the news as well. They're doing it on CBS. You know, like transfer deadline day, where they've got like hours to go till deadline. They had a countdown for when the auction was. This is what I'm saying. We're gonna get into it. So then, so then they go missing. Then eventually the oxygen runs out. Then yesterday, when the oxygen ran out, within about an hour, they find a bit of debris. Then they basically find them all dead. If that don't smell like insurance scam to me, I don't know. But what's your thoughts on it? Because it's a bit crazy to me.
We talked about this in the group chat. I don't know why people fast up themselves and want to go down there. I was saying yesterday, listen, if I'm that interested in what's down below, just fling down one of them cameras or whatever it is, and you can pull it back up. I'm good. But I don't know, because how much did it cost? I know it was mad money.
250,000 each. And you know the maddest thing was, there was someone. So I don't know if they were like brothers or business partners or they just friends, but one of them, he was meant to go on it, and you know what made him not go on the submarine?
Tell me.
He spoke to the man that owned it, and he pulled out the little Xbox controller, the one from Argos, Amazon. I think he got it from Amazon. He literally said you can get it from Amazon, $29. He said this is what controls it. The man said no. Run me back my 250k. I'm not doing that, because you imagine that. Imagine you're playing Xbox. You ever play Xbox and your batteries just conk out mid FIFA, and you got to charge up the thing. Like this like why? For me personally, there's no amount of money I'd pay, or there's no amount of money you could pay me to go down that far. Like, we're not talking. I think we put it in the group chat. You see, I think I can't remember put it in, but it showed like all the ships that had sunk, and then it gets to the Titanic, and it's quite way down. It's not even. It's not even near the top of the ocean.
It's in its own thing.
Deep, so deep that it ain't worth my life. I'm sorry. To go and see something that's already down there that shouldn't be down there anyway. The Titanic should not be down there. Or you're gonna go fast up yourself and go and what do you? And there's no like I got so many questions. There's no windows on a submarine, right? So what are you seeing? How are you seeing the Titanic?
Well, they have like a camera or something, maybe, or
just go on Google Earth. Go on Google. Just Google the picture. Someone's obviously been down there before. So just go on Google and Google the picture. You save yourself 250k.
Listen, you can run me that $250,000. You can watch me sit in the bath.
Oh my god!
Business.
When I heard this, I thought, no. I thought, first of all, this is a made up story. First, I thought this must be made up. This must be just. Sometimes I feel like I'm so convinced Netflix make up stories that they base on true. I swear down, there's so many things, and don't forget, you could put anything on the internet. You could put an article. You could make something so believable, and it looks believable, but it's not. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, don't forget, you can put anything on the internet. So I just think, is it obviously it's not. There's people that are dead, but then I was thinking, is it insurance fraud? Is it just that these men are just not? There's no. Did anyone actually see them get on a submarine?
I think that's the thing.
Are they in Panama? Are they in Bali chilling like the man with the canoe? You remember that with the man who faked his own death?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I just think it seems crazy, that just anyone. I was gonna say educated people, but I think just anyone, just why you would go and do that, but in the thing that they went down in as well. And I think because someone's saying to me that the young boy was obviously the son of one of the people, and he didn't even want to go. Like his dad made him go on there. Like, do you know how mad that is?
That's what I'm saying. And I read as well that the woman, there's a woman whose husband was on there. She's related. She's like great. Her great nan or something like that was on the actual Titanic. Now, what are the odds of that? I think this is just a man-made little disaster so they can make a 6-part Netflix documentary, and there's no way, man. You can't tell me there's 5 billionaires or multimillionaires. That's stupid. 5 of them
to go down
when you've got so much to risk. The only thing that, for me, I'm just thinking insurance. I'm just thinking these men must have mad life insurance policies that they can go and cash in now, and they could go and live in Panama, Bali, anywhere. They could get a new identity. They've got that much money. I just think it's mental. What are you seeing? Like, what is down there?
Listen, so you're not going on a little trip down to the...
Cause I wouldn't even go on a cruise. And that's the truth. Like, this is why I do not do cruises. I'd love to do one. I'd love to go on a cruise and just like... But you see, if I see the things rocking a bit too heavy, or... What was that one in Italy?
With the drunk... not drunk, but the captain, he abandoned the thing.
He had a woman in the cabin with him. And he said, "Oh, forget this, I'm getting off." And the man's radioing him saying, "No, you got to get back on, save the people and try and help." And he said, "Nah, I'm getting off." Now, I don't know why you'd go down to the submarine thing, because there's nothing down there. It's not like you're going to go down there and catch Bill still serving drinks on the ship in the Titanic or whoever. The Titanic has been down there for years. So what do you do when you get down there? You see a little camera on the thing. And another thing as well, like, there's too much technology that we're in now in 2023, where you're trying to tell me that there's no way of like sending something down there that you can then have at the top of the sea, so if there's danger, it can quickly catapult the slingshot the submarine back to sea, to level. Like, we've got drones that can go how many thousands of feet in the sky. Why can't we do the same for down there? Like, I don't get it.
Listen, my concluding point is you just need to leave. Don't disturb anything. We don't know what's down there. Yeah, just leave it. Whatever's down there needs to stay down there. And if it's gone, if you drop something, just leave it. It's done. Do you know what I mean? That.
Yeah. But you got to think about like lung capacity as well. So even things like that. So this is why I don't think your lungs would cope going that far down. I really don't. This is why I don't believe this. Part of me still doesn't believe it. Your lung capacity would not be able to cope with being down there, regardless of how much oxygen's down there. It'd be like climbing Mount Everest. Like, when you get to the peak, the top of that, you will struggle to breathe because of just the altitude's different. So going that far down, I don't even think you'd be able to cope down there. Like, I think you'd die going down. And I know people have been down there before previously, they've been all right or whatever, but I think it's, a part of me still thinks, is this even a true story? I'm sorry, because did anyone see them get on a submarine?
I don't know. I'm gonna hold back until, because you know what will happen next week on Twitter. You'll see the video of them getting on or something.
Maybe. No, I'm not saying that they didn't. I'm just saying I don't know what logical sense there is. It's like, let me ask you a question. If someone said to you now, say you're a multi-millionaire, someone says, for 300 grand you can go and see what it's like in space and actually try and do the what's his name, the man, Neil Armstrong. You can go and do his thing. Are you doing it?
No, listen, I was saying this yesterday. I'm happy having a nice mediocre life on a nice level Earth platform. I don't even, because you know me, I don't even go in the sea.
Yeah, no, and the worst thing didn't I send something in the chat about something about the sea? Remember, I sent something in the chat and I said, this is why I don't even touch the sea that much. Oh, it was the man in Russia. The man in Egypt.
The shark
the Russian. Thing. Yeah, the man beat him up, used him as a buffet. So this is why I don't go in the sea. Even when I can see my feet, I don't go in it. I don't go in the sea anymore, because give me a hotel pool.
You're calm. Keeping it safe, yeah.
What about bungees and parachutes? Would you ever do one of them, skydives?
Probably like years ago, and it would be more if I was just around people that were doing it, I probably would have just said, "Yeah, I can do that." Do you know what I mean? Not
Man
even
said,
not even like a peer
man said
pressure
if
thing, but
man said if
just
you do it, I'll do it.
yeah, yeah. You know what it is? I just like a challenge. You know what I mean? So if someone was like, "Oh, like we're all doing it. Do you want to do it?" I'll be like, "I don't really care." But if someone said, "Oh, like I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be sick. Like, I can jump further than you or something." Like, all right, let's see, and let's see. But I think I got to about when was it? It's probably about 2021 and all of that stuff because I went to a theme park or something. It's one of them mad ones like in Alton Towers.
Mm.
I can't remember if it was Oblivion or one of them other ones. I remember when I was on it and I got off, my chest was hurting. I was like, "Do you know what? I'm good. I'm all right." I don't know if it was anxiety or what, because a bit like I've been loads of times. I've done like loads of little bits and pieces, but no, I'm good. Listen, I just want to, whatever life I've got left, we've got no pension. So I just want to enjoy whatever kind of quality life I can have for the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years, however long I've got left. Yeah, I don't need to be going down. I was gonna ask you if you'd go space, but I think I know the answer.
Man, I don't do any of them things, man. I don't think I'd even go to Alton Towers anymore. After the little girl broke her wrist or her legs, someone got their legs.
Yeah, it's like amputated, isn't it?
She
I
had to get
think.
them amputated, and
Mm.
there was both of them. There were a couple, and they were on their first date at Alton Towers when it happened. From when I read that and I was seeing all that happen, I thought, nah, I'm not going there again. I'm not going there. So, nah, I'm not going space. I'm not doing. I'd love to have done a skydive a couple of years ago, and I nearly had the opportunity to do it for charity.
Mm.
But I'm just a shitbag, man. I wasn't. There's no way. I'd love the whole thought of doing it, even getting up
Yeah.
into the plane and being in the sky and the door opening and the man's there with you and all that. That I'd love all that. But you see, when it's time to jump out, I don't know if I've got.
Usman saying you have to put the boot in his back.
Man, yeah, I'd have to probably say no, wait, be gripping onto the plane like that.
Yeah.
They'd have to push me out physically, I think. But I'd love to do that because everyone who I know who's done that has always said once you do it, you just want to get up there and do it again. But I do
Mm.
think that's different to the submarine thing because the submarine thing, you're just being fast. There's nothing down there. You should not be that far down in the sea. There's nothing down there for you. Like animals, whatever, sharks, this, that, the other. They've got the capacity to stay down there and do what they got to do and yam what they got to eat and whatever. We ain't meant to be down there seeing all that. And people online are going, "No, it's so sad. It's this, it's that."
Depends what kind of online. Because I was on Twitter yesterday and that was a mess. I
Nah,
imagine it has
Instagram.
been the
No,
whole
no, no,
time.
no.
And
But
Instagram, yeah,
I think it's who you follow and who
it's a mess.
the
Cause
retweets and whatever. So, but yeah, I've seen some. I've seen some mad things. I've seen some mad things on Instagram. Then ones where you just think, yeah, I shouldn't be laughing at this, but yeah, I'm gonna have to have a little joke, and they're funny because they don't need to be there. So for me, I don't. Not that I don't feel sorry for them, because obviously family members have lost whoever. But if you didn't do that in the first place, you'd still be here. You'd still be chilling with your 100 billion or whatever you've got. So. Do you know what I mean? But it took me back to the memes episode actually, because there's bare memes flying around yesterday and gifs. There's bare of them flying around.
no, the transfer deadline day clock thing.
Did you not
That
see
one.
that?
No,
Nah, they were taking
I
the
didn't see
piss.
I didn't see the actual one, but I saw a few others that was just looking mad. But
Yeah, man. I'm sure it was
yeah,
CBS. They were there with the countdown timer, and then when it ran out, it just went 0. And I thought, nah, these lot are taking the piss, man. That's when I started thinking, is it even a thing? Because Netflix are currently writing the script for the documentary now. They must be.
someone's gonna be on that
They're
definitely.
sat in a room writing it already. Because I think Channel 5 are putting out a documentary already. I'm sure. I don't know if it's facts, but I read online that they're thinking of putting out a documentary. Might be next Thursday or next week.
Yeah, that's
So that just tells me that
it's weird, man.